Picture this: Warren Buffett sitting in a smoky Omaha room, eyes never blinking from a stock ticker. His brain pulses with certainty and fear. But what if your brain is wired to sabotage your wealth? Jason Zweig dives deep into this neuroeconomic battleground, revealing the surprising chemical warfare inside your mind every time money's at stake. How does your brain trick you into risking more or holding back? Stick around, because the answers might just rewrite your investing playbook. You think your stock picks are all sharp analysis? Think again. Your brain's emotional systems are the puppet masters, pulling strings when money's on the table and not in your favor. At the 1998 Berkshire Hathaway annual meeting, Buffett admitted he felt like a winged horse about to take flight right before making big investment moves. Despite his legendary calm public facade, his brain churned intense emotional data, triggering hormones that could have steered him horribly wrong if he'd listened too closely. Your brain has an emotional hotspot called the limbic system. Think of it like your financial smoke alarm, screaming when it senses risk. But this alarm is overly sensitive, flaring up at losses far louder than it cheers gains, just like a smoke detector that won't stop beeping even over burnt toast. This asymmetry can lead to irrational fear and impulse decisions. Learning to outsmart your limbic system isn't about crushing emotion but mastering it. Investors who pause before action, like Buffett himself with his famous sit-on-your-hands approach, harness this insight. The payoff? Less panic selling, more disciplined buying, and healthier wealth growth over decades. You're convinced you can beat the market, right? Bitter truth. Your brain loves playing God over money but hides a nasty trick. It inflates your confidence with clever smoke and mirrors. Benjamin Graham, Buffett's mentor, warned against overconfidence, the kind that leads investors to think they know more than the market. Yet studies show your brain throws fuel on that fire. In a classic experiment, subjects betting on coin tosses wildly overestimated their control over outcomes, blinded by their own optimism. Imagine confidence as a drug pumped by your brain's prefrontal cortex, feeling good and powerful after every win, even if it's luck. But this high clouds judgment, making risk seem smaller than it really is, setting you up for bigger losses. It's like playing video poker, convinced each hand is due to be a jackpot despite odds. Rewiring means literally training your brain to pause and recognize bias, using simple tools like writing risks down or visualizing worst-case outcomes. Neuroscientists call this metacognition, turning the mirror inward so you double-check your own thoughts. This shift turns reckless gambles into thoughtful steps forward. So how do you beat your brain at its own game? Jason Zweig's Neuroeconomics blends neuroscience and investing, revealing tactics that flip your neural wiring into a money asset. Zweig highlights investors who use if-then plans. If market drops 10%, then I'll buy more stock. This specific mental script tricks your brain's automatic fear response, replacing impulsive panic with prepared action. Just like training a dog to sit on command, these cues reroute knee-jerk emotions into deliberate moves. Investors often freeze when prices fall, fearing loss, yet Zweig advocates embracing small pain to avoid disaster. In psychology experiments, subjects who accepted minor losses early were less stressed overall and ended up wealthier than those who fought every dip. It's the nip-it-in-the-bud mindset, soothing your brain's loss aversion wiring. Finally, be wary of mental accounting, your brain's habit of treating money differently depending on source or purpose. Paying $5 for a coffee feels different than $5 found, but they're both $5 out of pocket. This illusion leads to careless spending or bad investment choices. Recognizing this quirks your wallet will thank you. Remember Buffett in that smoky Omaha room? His brain was a wild storm of emotion and instinct, and yours is no different. But here's the killer insight: you don't have to be a prisoner to your wiring. Next time you face a money decision, try a simple if-then plan. Write down your move before emotions hit. It's a small action that flips your brain from impulsive to strategic. Try it, watch your money game change. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.